So, so I saw this thing. Betters, but the betters of the world. I'm not a bettor myself, but there are the betters of the world. People are betting bigger money on the Chiefs, but more people are betting the Bucks to win. So more money on the Chiefs, more bets on the Bucks. And they can upset the Chiefs easily. I think that defensive line, because the Bucks are, the Chiefs are going into the Super Bowl without, I believe, Mitchell Schwartz and who's that other lineman that they're missing? They're missing two key linemen, and the Bucks have a top five, top three. A top five, top three defensive line. I don't think they're better than the Rams or the football team has a phenomenal defensive line. I don't think they're better than any of them. But the Bucks have a nice defensive line. It's what do they got? They have like Vita Vea. I'm not going to get into all of them, but they got some nice defensive linemen. All right, that's the guy. They're losing Eric Fisher. Eric Fisher will not be there for the Super Bowl. So that's a pretty significant loss in there for the Chiefs. So 2 linemen are out for the Chiefs. Hold on. That's not him. Who's... Damn it, who are they missing? Alright, doesn't matter. You know what? So they're missing key linemen. And they're playing a great defensive line. So, and the Bucks have overcome obstacles all year. They went through a blowout against the Saints. They threw 3 picks. They threw 3 straight picks against the Packers. They overcame all of them. I don't want the Bucks to win, but it would, on the other hand, it would be great to see the Bucks overcome one more obstacle to end the season. Honestly, you know what I wouldn't mind seeing? I wouldn't mind seeing. So this is not going to be the end of the. This is not going to be Brady's last year. Brady's going to keep playing. I'm going to get into later how long he thinks he can play for. So honestly, what way is more fitting for Brady to go out than winning the Super Bowl against Patrick Mahomes? That is the most Brady way of going out. I mean, if he retired this year, it would be so great. I mean, it basically sums up his entire career. He looks a little out of it early. People start doubting him. He starts playing well. People are like, okay, but that's it. He's going to get stopped short of the Super Bowl. He fights through, gets to the Super Bowl. They're like, okay, you're playing a talented team now. And then he beats that team. A team like Patrick Mahomes, who I think is unbeatable right now, 26-1 his last 27. I mean, that's the most Brady way of going out. It would be perfect. Unfortunately, it's not. So, I would rather see them win if Brady were going to retire. But he's not, so I would like to see that. I'm sticking with the Chiefs right now. Andy Reid's easy to root for, he's very likable. Especially since his entire career was counted out because of all the losses in the NFC Championship games. So I'm sticking with that. Alright, I mentioned earlier that I will be doing my top 10 players in Super Bowl. So here we go. Alright. So at number 10, I'm going with Vita Vea. You can't move him. He's been great. He's a problem. He was a big part in shutting down Aaron Jones last week. Not Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones. This year he had a great year this year. Let's see this. 2 sacks, 10 tackles. Stats will show everything, especially for the defensive line. But honestly, you look at the defensive line. Pierre Paul, Ndamukong Suh. They have Levante David and Shaq Barrett at linebacker. It's incredible, that defense. But I'm giving number 10 to Vita Vea. Number 9, the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Pro Bowler the last 2 years. He's like Ed Reed. Always around the ball. He has 20-plus picks in the last 5 years. He's a very valuable player. Very. Very much. I'm giving him number 9. Number 8, and I couldn't believe he wasn't higher on this list. He can easily be higher on this list, because, you can make a case that he's higher on this list. But I got him at number 8. Tackle machine, 1,000 yards, 1,000 tackles, 100 tackles for loss. He has 20 picks. So since entering the league, 1,000 tackles, 100 tackles for loss, 20 picks. Levante David, number 8. Number 7, Mike Evans. I thought he'd be higher, but these next 6 players are better than him. But he has 1,000 yards receiving in all 7 seasons. He's impossible to guard. He's 6'5". He can move. He's like a Calvin Johnson. Okay, so breaking news. Angels suspend Mickey Callaway after misconduct. So, I'm sorry. I don't even know if I did Dustin Pedroia's retirement or Nolan Arendo's trade. I'm just stuck on the NBA and NFL right now. I'll cover the I don't know. I'll cover the Arendo trade. Because I did hear news today that he actually wanted out. But let's keep going with this list. So number 7, Mike Evans. Number 6, Shaq Barrett. He had 3 sacks last week against Aaron Rodgers. He has 31 sacks in the last 2 years. I think that's a record or something. I don't even know. But, Shaq Barrett, so Shaq Barrett, number 31 sacks in, last 2 years. He had 8 sacks this year. Is it last 3 years? It might be last 3 years in which he has, he has to have, sorry, this is, tough. I'm trying to see this thing, because, alright. 27 sacks. He has 30.5 sacks the last 3 years. Alright, so that's up to Aaron Donald's thing. So he's number 6. Number 5, Chris Jones, second most sacks in last 3 seasons. That's just behind Aaron Donald. He's very tough to block. Buffalo couldn't block him. They couldn't figure him out. Chris Jones, number 5. Number 4, Tyreek Hill, fastest player in the league. Last time he played the Bucs, 3 touchdowns, 200 yards. He's the 4th best receiver in the league, behind only, in my opinion, he's only behind Diggs at 3, Hopkins at 2, and Adams at 1. So Tyreek Hill, number 4. Number 3, Tom Brady. Let's face it, you didn't think he was going to be here. He's on fire. His passer rating is 111 since week 14. And they've been so much better offensively lately. And their defense, I feel like they're a very complete team right now. He's number 3. Number 2, Travis Kelce. Most receiving yards by a tight end Mahomes has a 144 passer rating with him. No one can stop him. He's impossible to guard. And we all know who's coming up. Number 1, Patrick Mahomes. I'm just going to give one stat. Best win percentage in the Super Bowl era. So that's all I'm going to say. Alright. So it's actually 5-5. This is a much better matchup than people think. You know, I think Green Bay Rams, 7 Packers, 3 Rams or something. It was kind of a landslide. We all knew who was going to win that one. So, yeah, so it's 5-5. The next 5 players, though, for the 5 Alright, so, hold on. I believe, hold on, let's see this. So, 1... So, the Chiefs have 4 of the top 7 players. But if I were to count the next 5 players, the next top 15 in no order, JPP, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I feel like four of the 5 players there would be, it would be like Ronald Jones, AB, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, JPP. A bunch of Bucks players. So the Bucks have more good players. But the Chiefs have more great players. Alright. So, we got some more recent news coming up. Aaron Rodgers talked to Sean Watson, Bradley Beal. Here we go. Alright. So, TJ Lang says Aaron Rodgers is hell-bent on revenge for Green Bay. As a Packers fan, I side with Rodgers. I do. I don't think he's honestly that mad at them right now, honestly. I think it was just a pity party. Honestly, we all know Aaron Rodgers. That's how he is. Packers are a great organization. Let's not compare this to the Sean Watson at all. Packers are a well-run organization. I see the logic in getting Jordan Love. And honestly, I think I explained this. When you look at the loss of the Bucks, no one that we could have gotten would have made a difference. Patrick Queen, our linebacking core was fine. There was no corner, because Kevin King, we blamed Kevin King for the loss. There was no corner, at around 30 that we could have gotten. And, our receivers were fine. A receiver wouldn't have made the difference. So I see the logic in getting Love. Because remember this. 2005, Ted Thompson comes to town. Brett Favre is doing amazing. It's all good. We're running. We don't need a quarterback. Who does he draft with the 24th pick? Aaron Rodgers. Now, I can actually see why they did that, because Aaron Rodgers was supposed to be drafted number 1. He fell to 24. Yeah, but let someone else take him. But guess what? That man led us to a Super Bowl. So if we keep going with this trend, we can end up with a Super Bowl every 10 years. I wouldn't mind that. But it's not that good of a pick, but I would give the pick like a B or something there. Higher than most people think. The Packers are an organization that's afraid of being irrelevant. Remember, about 20 years after Vince Lombardi left, we were irrelevant. So we were relevant in 3 times. Bart Starr, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers. Those are the 3 times we were relevant. So they want to keep a quarterback as long as possible. Because they don't want to be irrelevant. Last year, in the second round, we picked a running back. Do we need a running back? No. But they were setting up because Aaron Jones was leaving this year. So, I honestly think the running back pick was good. A.J. Dillon's pretty good. So, it's not the perfect pick, but it makes sense. There's logic. Uh,